Hello, this is Larry from Blue Collar Nation. We have a special episode today with one of our mentors. And how are you today, Eric? Before I introduce everybody,
Am I your mentor? This
so
is
you can
great.
be my mentor today too.
Howard, he's never said that before.
Wow, I bring out the best in him. See,
Yeah,
that's what
there
it
you go.
I'm doing great. I'm just glad we have Howard Partridge on today.
Howard Partridge in the house.
is. Yay.
How are you today, Howard?
I am phenomenal, of course. That's my job.
Bada bing. And we
Yeah.
are so looking forward to your insight today. And our listeners are as well, that you're going to help us weather this crazy virus storm that we're dealing with. And we're looking forward to what you have to offer everybody.
Yeah, you bet. You bet. So you let me know when you're ready. I'm wound up. You can just tell me when to go.
Howard, you just go. You just go.
Okay.
Go.
All right. Perfect. Well, first of all, I love these guys, and it's been a pleasure to watch you guys grow over the years. And got to spend a week in the Caribbean with Larry and his lovely wife. They probably didn't tell you on this podcast.
Larry was there?
Oh, I'm sorry, Eric. What did I say, Larry?
You just wish I was there.
Eric.
You wished I was there.
I know, I was. I was like, where's my man Larry at? Anyway, so did Eric tell you, do you know that he married way, way up? He brought his phenomenal wife, Yana. I was like, I like this lady. She is so much fun, so awesome. But here's the thing. Listen, it's no secret. I mean, our world has changed forever. It will never, ever be the same today. And I've been thinking a lot about this. Of course, I have coaching clients in small businesses all over the world. And of course, many of them are home services businesses, blue collar business owners. And I have a message for you. And this message is for you, whether you are shut down or whether you are, or whether you're thriving through this. Because here's the thing. Some people are shut down, but they're using the opportunity that they have in a positive way. Some people are busier because they're an essential business. Maybe they're in the medical field or whatever. And in your case, you're doing home services. And some of the home services companies that we talk to, they're really busy right now because people still need things fixed and all that. So regardless of where you are, let's just face reality. And that is that we are in a new world today, regardless of what happens between now and when we get through this, and we will get through this, that the buzzword is pivot in small business, right? So when this first came out, I mean, the first week that this happened and people started getting scared, I got on my webcast with our coaching clients, and I said, you got to pivot, right? Just from the very get-go. Now it's become a buzzword. So I've been sequestered on my favorite beach down here. I've been self-isolated on my favorite beach here, which is not a bad thing for a couple reasons. One, it's really beautiful. My wife is here, but it also gives me a time to think, and it's been a time that I can really reflect and write a lot of things down. And I started thinking about this word pivot and what it really means. And I love acronyms because acronyms give us a way of remembering things. So I want to give you PIVOT, pivot points. I want to give you 5 points today that will help you to either survive this crisis or to thrive through this crisis. And either way, you'll be better off if you follow this advice, I'm convinced. All right. So P stands for position, your position. You see, a lot of business owners went into this crisis with either a lot of cash, they were successful, they did some right things, and they got themselves in a good financial position. Their marketing was good. They had great businesses, and they had a lot of infrastructure, and they had a lot of debt, right? And some business owners didn't take care of those things, and they were maybe you were shut down. You didn't have the financial resource, and you feel like toast right now. You're just like done. So understand where you're starting from, what your position is. And what I want to tell you today is that regardless of what your financial position is, your business shut down or whatever, we need to get this perspective that we're going to be better as a result. There's no way to change it. You can stop trying to change it. The only thing that you can do is pivot, and the thing to do is to understand your position. So we have these assessments that we do. We have a Wheel of Life assessment through Ziglar. We have a business assessment through Phenomenal Products. And what happens is, one of the things that people are doing that is going to be valuable regardless, again, of where you are, is being able to understand where your business is and take this opportunity right now to work on your business. We moved our 2-day boot camp from in-person to online. I swear we had way more people than we would have in person, number one. Number two, they were engaged for almost 2 full days online. I was shocked. And Ellen Rohr and myself and Tom Ziglar did it. And I was just like absolutely shocked. But what people are telling me is they are using this time to prepare their business for when things change. They will change. The question is, what will your position be when this stuff, unlocks? Okay. So one is position. That's where you are now. Where are you going to be when everything starts to open up again? Number two, or the second one, is imagination. One of the cool things to see is when we have to pivot, we have to be creative, right? We have to invent new things. We have to figure out a different way to do business. It's been really fun to see. Like, we have people who in our inner circle who do training. I know we're talking about home services right now, but there's ways that you can change your messaging. You can change your the way that you approach things, and you need to invent new ways, new services. For example, people in restoration and cleaning, I mean, they should be focusing on sanitizing things right now. You probably had some people talk about that. Yep. And changing that language, and maybe you don't do a lot of restoration, and you're like our business. Our main company is high-end residential, oriental rugs, natural stone floors, fine carpets. People are at home. They're shut in. They're not really interested in having us out. That's okay. We're very profitable. We're in a good position. But our restoration wing, that I don't actually have any ownership in, but it's a friend of mine. We both know John Torres. They're blowing the doors off of it. And if you could go out there, just as an example, you go out there and you start disinfecting things, sanitizing things. There's some guys in the soft wash industry. They do exterior cleaning. A lot of these businesses are shut down, but they're out there serving the community by spraying down and sanitizing like playground equipment and things like that. And they're doing things for companies. So invent new ways by using your God-given imagination. Number three is your voice. What is your voice telling other people today? What is your leadership message to your team? Me personally, what I'm doing is I'm good. Lord willing, I'll be fine through this whole thing. But honestly, I'm here on my dream beach in my dream house with my wife, and we're good. But with our business being down currently, we're having about half the staff come in. We don't know if that's going to go to zero. We don't know what's going to happen over the next few weeks. My focus right now, what I'm doing, is making sure that I keep my staff. These are guys who have master certifications. They got, so much experience, everything. That's an asset that I need to protect. All right. So what I'm doing is making sure I've got enough cash available that if I need to see them through for a couple of months and make sure that they can pay their bills, I'm happy to do it. Right. So what is your voice? What is your message to your team and to your clients? See, you and your prospects, you have to be today in this environment, you have to be careful. I'm doing on our Inner Circle webcast tomorrow. it just so happens that this particular webcast is all about messaging. And so I'm going to share the whole structure of putting together the proper message and all that. But one of the points that I'm going to make is that look, you got to be really careful with your messaging to your customers. I was on with my directors at my cleaning company. It's turnkey. I don't really even talk to them that much, but I'm helping them think through what we're doing, and we're talking about our marketing messaging. We don't want to appear that we're trying to be predatory in this environment, but we need to sound the alarm that there are people in our industry that are not telling the truth, or they are being predatory. So, the question really in marketing, a marketing message, is how much salt do you put in the soup, right? And so we have to be careful with that. We have to acknowledge that people are in different places. Like, I'm inviting people into my home to do work. I got stuff that needs to be done. I have an electrician in here. I need cleaning done. I'm going to practice the, 6 foot rule, and, maybe elbow bump if I need to. And so
Corona elbow.
the Corona elbow, there you go. Here you go. And, I'm good. I'm not worried about them infecting my home because I know how to clean. I know I'm from that business. So what is your voice? Is there fear in your voice? So you got to balance between being sounding the alarm and business as usual. Like business as usual says, there's nothing really going on out there. Sound the alarm. You don't need to be the expert for the whole world, right? So here's the main point, our COVID-19, position. Now, what does it mean to them in relationship to using your services, right? I mean, let's think about an electrician, for example. I would rather that, perfect example. I've got some light switches that this is a new house. They one of the switches wasn't working. So I had an electrician come in. I don't know if that switch is going to burn my house down. So I'd rather have somebody come in, stay 6 feet away, and fix that switch than to burn my house down. Okay, so let's make sure that message is balanced. We care about you. We care about your home. We care about your family. We're going to practice, good social distancing, but you do need to think about taking care of this or that, whatever the case might be, whatever industry you're in. Okay. O is a big one. I mean, this is huge. Opportunity. Whether this is opportunity in your business by pivoting. Now, I'm working in over 100 different industries, and we have trainers and people like that went from offline to online. And, as I mentioned, we had a boot camp. We had twice as many people on there as we would have had in person. I never tried doing that boot camp. It might become a way of doing business in the future that, if people are willing to sit there for 2 days and listen to us, I'm willing to be here for them, right? So the other opportunities that come is one of the things, here's a big one, guys, for trades, okay? This is huge. Before all this happened, what was one of the biggest challenges that tradespeople had in the in-home services businesses? Finding employees.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And guess what? When this thing is over, you're going to be able to pick and choose. That's my prediction. I could be wrong, but with over 3 million people filing for unemployment on a weekly basis for the last 2 weeks, you're going to be able to get some phenomenal people. Because here's the thing. All those waiters and waitresses, all those servers that the restaurants were shut down, guess what? Many of those restaurants aren't going to survive. So they're going to have to go find something else to do. So maybe that's your person who's going to pick up the phone and call people. Listen, this is, speaking of talking on the phone, this is your opportunity to pick up the phone and call your customers and see how they're doing. This is your opportunity to build your email list and keep them informed. This is your opportunity to really shine and really add value to them and really come to the table, you know. For example, one of the things we're doing for our membership, we're only starting it in our membership right now, is I've been writing a book for youth, and I've been developing this youth program with all the clients that we have, and their children are at home. We're going to go ahead and launch it, you know, and it's all web-based where we can encourage families and kids, you know, and add value. It's all free for our members. So real estate, I'm looking at real estate. What this house, my dream property, like a dream that I had for 20 years, I was able to purchase because of the 2008 recession. I bought it for 1/3 the price. Opportunities.
There's opportunity in crisis.
Huge. Okay. And then the T is for your transformation. Everybody's going to be changed. Everybody's going to be different as a result of this. And my hope, Tom Ziglar just wrote an ebook called Stronger. My hope is that your transformation will be positive, that you'll be better off, you'll be closer to God, closer to your family, a better business leader, a better business owner, regardless of the outcome. As Mr. Zig Ziglar said, it's not what you get when you reach for your goals, it's who you become. So are we going to become stronger? Are we going to become weaker? You can become stronger, and the choice is yours. So pivot. Your position, your imagination, your voice, your opportunities, and your transformation.
Those are some powerful words, Howard.
Thank you, sir.
We actually just had Tom on today with
Oh, you did?
Stronger. Yep.
Yeah. He was talking about a Stronger book. It was really good. It's very powerful, just like you're saying.
Very powerful. Like, he didn't even tell me he was doing it. I was like, Chief, hey, I helped Tom run the company. I'm like, okay. He's like, Howard's on the beach, so I'm going to just leave him alone. He's up there.
Go write myself a book.
Next thing I know, he's got a book out. I was like, Chief,
Yeah.
it's great. It's really great. Very proud of him.
So, well, I'm going to ask you one question, though,
Yeah.
Howard. Like, what would you tell exactly, strategy-wise, for the service companies that they're not doing so well right now, and they're not in a good position? What would you say to those owners, especially the owner?
Well, listen, these are simple things, okay? Number one, just figure out how to survive financially. I mean, you know, I remember when I first started my business, I started my business in during the oil bust in Houston, Texas. I was too young and too dumb to know that there was any kind of recession. I just started my business out of the trunk of my car. Guess what? I worked 2 jobs to support my business. So don't be proud. If you listen, there are essential businesses that are booming right now, whether it's restoration companies, medical companies, and this brings me to the next point, is connect with your network. Who's out there doing essential work that you can go and bring your gifts to, okay? You know, when this is over with, you may find out that, you know, you in some ways, being a smaller business is better than being in my position, okay? Because, you know, at the end of the day, unfortunately, a small business, you know, a solo operator, once all the expenses are paid and everything, you know, you're not making that much, right?
Yeah, the lower overhead.
Lower overhead. So if you can go out and do something to make a living, it might be, hey, learn some online marketing strategies, get involved in something, take this time to do some research. So I would say that figure out a way to make money, figure out how to save money. The government has a lot of money right now.
Sign up for phenomenal products and get all kinds of great information.
What's that?
Sign up for phenomenal products and get all kinds of great information like we did.
Definitely do that. Get all, at least the free stuff. If you're broke, then you know, get the free stuff. You know, read books, man. Go down to Goodwill and get you a bunch of books. Get online. Books are cheap, right? You may start another career, right? But here's the point. The point is that a larger business like mine, I may have to pay $50,000 a month out of my pocket for a while to survive. I don't
Right.
know, right?
Yeah.
So you're actually in a better position than what you might think. But there's government money out there. They just released it. It's complicated. Everybody's trying to figure out what it all means. But use your time instead of just sitting there and, man, I don't have any work. Call your customers. Here's a little strategy. I haven't seen anybody take advantage of it yet, but I just thought of it over the last week. Pay now, play later. If you could call your clients, email them, say, listen, I want to stay in business, but I can't go out right now. I want to give you 20% off. As soon as my schedule opens, you get priority, okay? And, give them a number, right? You're going to be 1, you're going to be 2, you're going to be 3, and you put them in priority. And they're already, maybe you schedule them for April 5th or May 1st, and you move, have to. But you pay now and have an online portal, or they send you a check or something like that. That's just off the top of my head.
That's
But
a
just
great idea.
figure out
It's a great
how to
idea.
survive financially.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, you could always also go try to do sub work for people that are essential,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it just keeps your guys going, or
Right.
you going.
Exactly. Yep.
Larry and I mean, we started in 2008,
There you go.
we ran around doing janitorial at hair salons overnight and cleaned carpet during the day, whatever we could get. And then we did real estate trash outs.
We need janitorial company right now. Booming.
Yeah, exactly.
Essential businesses that are open, and look, did the same thing. When I started my business, I cleaned toilets. We did janitorial for the church and for schools and all that stuff.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
well, Howard, we don't want to take all day. We just wanted to get your input. It's always much appreciated. Over here.
My pleasure. Thank you guys for reaching out to me.
Oh, no
Yeah, it's
worries.
great seeing you, Howard. We'll catch up. Take care.
You have a
Okay.
great day.
Good to see you guys too. Bye-bye.
Bye.